Today I'm making a tilapia piccata made with Marine Harvest Tilapia by Moe. This is a delicate, flaky fish soaking up a bright lemon butter sauce with briny capers and a hint of garlic. Everything you love about piccata, only even more elegant. And to bring in the fall season, we're going to be pairing this with a sauteed kale and cranberry and sliced almond side dish for a pop of color and flavor that ties it in all together. Let's start off with our tilapia. Now these Marine Harvest Tilapia fillets are fresh and never frozen. And you'll notice right away that it comes with a pad of herb butter right in the center, and that's to finish it off perfectly. You can easily just saute these guys, set the butter aside, and then melt it at the very last second, or just pop it on top of the hot fillets and let that butter do its thing. Or we're going to be making this piccata. And for that, we're going to go ahead and open up these fillets, set aside that compound butter, and you see the center mark in the middle here? Let's go ahead and cut that in half. We're going to separate these guys. You'll notice that one side is thicker than the other, and that's perfectly fine. And in this shallow dish, we're going to add some flour, garlic powder, onion powder. Let's season the tilapias with some salt. Now let's add these tilapia pieces right inside and dust off any excess flour. Alright, it's time for our skillet, and we're going to go ahead and kind of fry these up, partially cook them, because when we make our sauce, it's going to finish cooking in there. Add a little olive oil, and first start off with the thicker pieces. Remember, it's a thicker piece, so you want to let it cook a little bit longer for about a minute more, and then you're going to add the thinner pieces later. Alright, these pieces are browned up. We're going to take it out of the pan, and we're going to start working on our sauce. Let's add a little bit of garlic to this. Now there's flavor in that pan, so we're going to deglaze it with some white wine. You can add some vegetable stock or even chicken stock to this as well, and of course some lemon juice to brighten it up. Okay, it's starting to reduce, and here's where we add that pad of butter. The butter's not only going to add flavor to this, but it's also going to thicken it up and make it extra glossy. Once the butter goes in there, going to swirl this very carefully, and you'll know just as it's melted that it's ready for the tilapia pieces. Some capers, and cover it, and we're going to cook that a little bit more until the tilapia is fully done. In the meantime, we're going to be making our kale. Now, any type of kale will work for this recipe. I like to use purple kale in this case because it has a nice dark color to it. It's going to be perfect for this recipe. Once you wash it, remove the leaves from the stem, and we're going to coarsely chop this up. Now a little olive oil in this pan, and let's cook up some onions, a little bit of garlic, and the kale goes right in there. I always like adding a little bit of acidity to kale just in case it's a little bit bitter and also softens it up a little bit. So we're going to be using balsamic vinegar for this. And keep sauteing until it's perfectly tender. Place that on a dish, and you can add raisins to this, but I like to use cranberries. After all, it's fall. And sliced almonds, you can also use pine nuts. Okay, I think our tilapia is ready now, and pour it right on top of each of the tilapia fillets. Little parsley on top for some color. Oh man, it's bright, buttery, and full of flavor. This tilapia piccata with sauteed kale and cranberries is proof that comfort food can be elegant too. One bite and you'll see why Marine Harvest Tilapia by Moe turns a classic into something unforgettable.